This week, we're going to talk about some of the woes of trying to get one of these new consoles. You know, that PlayStation 5 or the Xbox Series, you know, whether you're trying to do the S or X flavor. So let's go ahead together as a people, of course, and check it out. And welcome to another sensational Sunday, our second sensational Sunday. Woo! That was kind of an alliteration a little bit. And this is Mike, and this is Mike Texts It Out, and this is where we talk about the tech news. So this week, I'm basically talking about the supply issues, the shortages with both the PlayStation and the Xbox because of this recent incident that happened in the UK with the PlayStation 5, which I'll get to in a bit. But before I get to that, I really want to talk about this whole situation. So you're probably aware if you've been trying to get one of the new systems, either the Xbox or the PS5, they've been extremely difficult to get, like almost impossible. And the reason is there's just a lot more demand than either Sony and Microsoft predicted. And then with this pandemic on top of that, I'm sure it affected manufacturing, even though both Sony and Microsoft up to this point have claimed that it hasn't, and they're both on track as far as what they wanted to produce. That part of it could actually be true because when they came up with these numbers, they're probably basing it off of their last launch. So I think that they set their expectations low, thinking that they weren't going to sell as many launch systems as they did. But of course, everything changed this year with the pandemic and people being stuck from home, and everybody just generally buying more stuff, like, you know, PS5s is out here selling like toilet paper. That joke's a few months late, I'm sorry. But yeah, and the Xbox has been the same situation, which honestly, I was shocked because the Xbox One, believe it or not the most popular, most well-selling system of last generation. You know, if you're looking at the new generation is current already, it really didn't set the world on fire as far as sales. So the fact that the Xbox Series X and S are both like instantly selling out as well, people are just thirsty to get their hands on some new technology. They're stuck at home. They want to try something new. There's not a lot of games out here to play right now. I'm gonna be honest about it. Like, as far as buying the new system, the most you're gonna get out of it is just being able to play your games at a better refresh rate or perhaps a higher resolution if you were on something like a base model PS4 or an Xbox One. But, you know, most of the new games got delayed. Like Cyberpunk, hopefully it actually comes out next month. And just generally a lot of the launch games that are planned got delayed because of stuff with the pandemic. So really, people are just out here buying it because it's new technology. And I'm not going to lie, that PS5 controller with the force feedback triggers and, you know, the haptic rumble, I want to try it myself. It's exciting. So I actually got swept up in the moment. Walmart, they've been doing this thing where they'll have on their website when they're going to start selling the PS5 and the Xbox again. And this week, or this last week, Wednesday, 3 p.m. Eastern time, they were like, okay, we're going to have PS5 and Xboxes for sale. And I was like, you know, I'm not in a rush to get one, honestly, but I'm just going to see, just to experience how crazy it is trying to get a system, like how bad it is. And I'm not going to lie, it was a complete show. Like, I got up there, I was up there like 2:59, you know, refreshing the page and stuff. Got it in the cart several times. This was like a 10-minute thing of it being in the cart, me being in the final part of the process, like of checking out and just trying to hit place order. Like, I got to the place order screen 5 times. I hit place order, mess up, kick me back to the previous screen. And at first, you know, just me doing something like, oh, let me just see if I can get one, just because, you know, I do have a tech channel and I do like to get the latest stuff. I'm not gonna lie, you know, I am kind of addicted to technology a little bit, so I just wanted to get it just to have it. And I feel like that's probably what a lot of people right now, but I haven't been trying that hard because I already knew it was gonna be crazy. So this was my one time trying, and it was actually reported like Walmart's website was just crashing because it couldn't handle the amount of traffic. Now, I will say that Walmart kind of needs to get their stuff together just in general, especially with this pandemic, because Walmart has the money to, you know, spend on their infrastructure, on their website, on their server, on the server side, to be able to handle the amount of traffic, especially with more people ordering online. They need to get it together. I'm not gonna lie, because that was like probably one of the worst experiences. I typically don't order online from Walmart because I just generally don't like buying stuff from Walmart, but that was terrible. It was like, especially getting to the point where I'm placing the order and it can't process it and it keeps kicking me back to the previous screen. And like after 10 minutes, they even got to the point where it was like only 2 left in stock. And I was like, okay, I'm definitely not getting this because it's not letting me place the order. The whole experience, even if you try to get one, is frustrating. They've just been selling out in seconds, like as soon as they come in stock. So yeah, I can imagine the people who are trying to do this all the time to get one, you know, trying various sites and how frustrating it is. And then also earlier this week, Microsoft CFO Tim Stewart basically said like, don't expect Xboxes to be regularly available until March of next year. So they already said that that's probably when they're going to be caught up supply-wise for the Xbox. I think Nvidia said something similar with their new graphics cards. Is like, you know, they're getting caught up too, because it's been the same thing with graphics cards. It's been the same thing with everything that's technology-wise has come out. It's just been getting gobbled up. So like the RTX 3080, 3070, 3090, they all came out, you know, a few months ago, and they've pretty much been sold out. They pretty much sold out instantly. And the 3090 is over $1,000. That's crazy. And then AMD had their launch this week, and they had the same thing happen where these graphics cards were just evaporated. They're just gone. So in my opinion, I think that generally if you can wait until around spring next year, that's probably when you'll be able to get one. It might still be a little bit more difficult to get, but I think the people who really want them, like the early adopters, will probably already have them by then. And then hopefully for everybody else, they can hopefully get their hands on whatever it is they're looking for. With the PlayStation 5 and the Xbox, waiting will actually be more beneficial because by the time you get it, there'll probably actually be some games to play that take advantage of that hardware. I know there's probably a lot of parents out there too that are trying to get this for their kids for Christmas and they don't want to disappoint their kids. Those are the people that I do feel for. It's kind of one of those things where it might just be out of your control. So you might just have to wait. And like I said, waiting might actually make it better in the long run. Now with that out of the way, let's get to the ugly part, the thing that I really wanted to talk about today. So Eurogamer reported that Amazon UK has had some shipment issues with the PlayStation 5. There have been a few people that have gotten the box. It doesn't have the Amazon tape up there anymore. It has regular clear tape. And in the box is just another item, like a toy or some kind of garden fertilizer. It's been crazy. And Amazon's trying to investigate and figure out how to deal with the situation. And, you know, it sucks for these people because, like, I don't know what Amazon UK supply is like, but let's say, like, okay, clearly this is going to be a distribution thing. Someone in the distribution line, someone stole the PS5 and obviously replaced it and then delivered a different package. I don't know if they have any extra stock available because of the shortages to even replace these people's PS5. And consider how crazy it is to even get your hands on one. That really sucks. Like, if you really fought to get, you know, your pre-order in or however you got it, and then you get it and someone stole it, someone whose job it is to make sure that you get your package safely took it. Like, if you work in that industry, it's not acceptable under any circumstances to steal somebody else's package or steal something just because it's difficult to get. And I understand people are going to be like, you know, they might be in a position where they'll get paid a lot of money. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. I worked in fast food for over 6 years. You're talking about not getting paid any money. I ain't get paid nothing, but I never stole from anybody because if you're paid to do a job, you do that job. I don't know who stole or is stealing these packages, but there's not a valid excuse to steal something that someone else paid $500 for and, you know, probably took a long time for them to be able to even buy. So, yeah, hopefully those people are able to get a replacement system. I mean, obviously Amazon's going to give them the money back, worst case scenario, and probably a credit. I think they already mentioned that they had given them some kind of coupon or gift card or something like that. But it's still like if they're not able to replace the PS5, it's going to be like impossible for them to get. So that's why this situation is so bad. And another thing that frustrates me too is like I go on, you know, Facebook Marketplace. I just happened to be up there yesterday just to look around. I was like, what's going on up here? And I see PS5s and Xbox One X's for over $1,000. And people are just out here blatantly like, you know what I'm saying? Like people are just out here blatantly scalping them. Like, come on, don't pay double the amount for something that's going to be available in like 3 to 4 months. I understand you might really want the system, but definitely don't pay these marked up prices. Like, the whole situation is ridiculous. It pisses me off. I'm not going to lie. It pisses me off because I just see this stuff out there and people are selling these, and, you know, those could have been systems that someone actually wanted to use and play, but then you're out there selling them for a profit. And my biggest advice is, because it's going to happen, you know, it's going to happen. People are going to buy them. They're like, oh, they're sold out, I'm gonna resell it for double the price. My advice to everybody is like, definitely don't go second market and spend $1,000 or something that costs $500. And I even saw an Xbox Series S going for like $750, and I was like, no, this is crazy. Definitely don't do that. Don't do that. You know, just wait. Just wait. It's stuff like that always happens. The same thing with these graphics cards. You know, you got like technically $800 cards, like the 3080 going for like $1,300. I saw that yesterday too. And this is all just in my local area. I haven't even checked like eBay or anything to see what's going on there. But yeah, it's crazy. It's crazy. So if you're gonna try to get one, you know, legit. Don't buy second market. Just try to sign up for notifications on as many websites as you can if you're really, really trying to get one. And just be patient and pick your spot and really try to get one like legitimately. Don't go second market and try to buy one. And if not, like I said, waiting never killed anybody, especially with something like this. It's not something you need. Let's be real about it. None of us need a PS5 or an Xbox. It's not like we're on life support like, oh, I need this PS5 to live. It's not that serious, y'all. If you were able to get an Xbox or a PS5, let me know how it was. You know, was it crazy? Did you have to push somebody down in the grocery store to get one? I know they're not selling the PS5 in stores per Sony's request, which is great, by the way, because no one needs to be out there throwing bows in the middle of this pandemic to try to get PS5. But let me know how your experience was if you're able to get one. Until then, I'll be back on Wednesday with another super cool unboxing or review. I haven't decided what I'm going to do for Wednesday yet, but we'll see. But what you can do is, if you enjoyed this video, to make sure to tell a friend, tell a coworker, like, share, and subscribe, and always do at least 2 things at the same time. Peace.